Hello guys, it is Game Theories here, and guys, Taylor Swift recently, over the past few days, has announced that her brand new album, Midnight, is coming out on October 21st, and I literally cannot wait. So I thought today there'd be no better time than to rank all of Taylor's songs about midnight. Since this brand new album is all about 13 sleepless nights she'd had across her life, it could mean that we get a lot of songs from different eras. So I thought, let's rank all of the Taylor Swift songs that mention either midnight or something to do with the night in them. There's a lot of them, I might have missed some off, but let's get straight into it. But before we go any further, please make sure that you click that red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on so that you get notified every time we make any brand new videos. So here we are in this tier list. Now the way how I've kind of decided to choose these songs is I've chosen songs that have the lyrics in that are to do with either being in the middle of the night or to do with midnight. I haven't gone for songs that are to do with dreams. I haven't gone to songs that are to do with being asleep because, you know, we might as well just rank every Taylor Swift song at that point. She uses the metaphors and the similes to do with the night quite a lot. So I've kind of just picked the songs that I think only say something specifically about the night. I might have missed them off. If I have missed any off, please let me know down below in the comments. And what I've done is I've put them in kind of like album order here, and we're just going to rank them. I will say I love nearly every single Taylor Swift song. It's very, very rare if I dislike a Taylor Swift song. So the chances of any of these going in the D tier are very unlikely. But please let me know your thoughts of where you would rate these songs in the comment section down below. Now, I think the way how I'm going to be ranking these is not necessarily on the actual lyric about the night, but just the song in general. But if the lyric about the night like boosts it up, then that'll be really cool. So let's start with our first song, You Belong With Me, and of course with the line, driving to my house in the middle of the night. An iconic line, part of the bridge, we all love it. And to be honest, I think you can't really get any better than You Belong With Me. It's a classic. It's one of those ones where if you're a Swiftie and you want to play Taylor Swift in front of your friends, play this song and I'm sure everyone is going to have a great time. And to be honest, I will say that the lyrics here about the night actually do definitely benefit this song because there is nothing better than that bridge starting with this line. It just gets you so hyped and the storytelling in it is amazing. And I do think even though the music video technically isn't Taylor's version, the music video is absolutely amazing for this song as well. This is just iconic, it's so great. I'd probably say it's good enough to be an S tier if we were ranking like every single Taylor Swift song. However, we're not ranking every single Taylor Swift song, and I do want to try and make sure there is at least a bit of variety in this tier list, so it's going to go at the very top of A tier. Next we have Untouchable, with of course the line, in the middle of the night when I'm in my dream. That's of course the start of the chorus, and I hear loads of people just saying such bad things about this song. And I don't get it. I don't know about you guys, but when Fearless Taylor's version came out, I was non-stop listening to this song. I absolutely loved Untouchable. I wasn't really much of a fan of it in the original album, but when Taylor's version came out, I don't know what it was, I fell in love with the song. And it's around every few months or so, I always fall straight back in love with it. It's just that chorus, it's the beat behind it, it's just a magical song. I absolutely love it. I don't understand why people have such hatred towards it, and for that reason, for me personally, it's S tier. It is incredible. Go ahead, disagree with me down below, but if there's any of you who love Untouchable just as much as me, let me know down below in the comments. Next we have 22. Of course this song is very iconic, especially this year. I'm feeling 22 in the year 2022, and of course we've got the lyrics, it feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight. It's one of the most iconic lines of all of Taylor Swift's discography. It's brilliant, we love it, and I think this song is just so iconic. You can't really get much more iconic than 22. Whenever you turn 22, you always play this song on your birthday, and this year it's more iconic than ever. Do I think it's as good as You Belong With Me? I wouldn't say so, but I still think it's A tier. Like, it's a great song. You can't really get much better. Next we have Treacherous. Of course, two headlights shine through the sleepless night. Again, a beautiful lyric, and I think Treacherous is definitely one of those songs where if you ever want to show someone who isn't a Swiftie, you want to show them some of Taylor Swift's sadder songs, Treacherous is a great one. It's one of those songs that I put on when I'm just feeling a bit down, and it's just a beautiful song to listen to. You can't really get much better. And I will say here, the lyrics about the sleepless night also like improve this song more. I'd say this one is a solid A tier. You can see a trend here. I'm trying to put them down below, but they're all just so good. Do you know what I mean? Next we have I Almost Do, of course, with the line, I bet this time of night you're still up. I Almost Do is a great song, but I will say it's one of those songs on Red that I don't always go to. I'll always listen to it if it comes on, if I'm playing the album, or if I've just got all of Taylor Swift's songs on shuffle. Will I ever go out and just choose the song? Probably not. It's still a great song, but it's not one of those ones that I like jump towards that I always want to listen to all the time. So I'm going to put a solid B tier. It's a good song. Next we have All Too Well, Taylor's version, the 5-minute version, so the original version. And of course with arguably the most iconic line ever, because there we are again in the middle of the night, dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerated light. That imagery, it's just amazing. And I think the short film really showed that really, really well. The 5-minute version I was always a fan of and I absolutely loved it. I think it's definitely one of Taylor Swift's best track 5s. However, I don't know why, before Red, Taylor's version came out and it was just Red and it was just All Too Well, I got the hype. I understand why people absolutely love this song, but I didn't see why it was absolutely amazing. I thought it was still great, like I still loved listening to it, but I never went for it all the time. Similar to I Almost Do, so I think it's top B tier. That being said, All Too Well 10-minute version, top S tier. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's even the extra verses, because I still think the stronger verses are the original ones. I don't know what it is, but it just hyped this song up so much for me, and all throughout the rest of 2021 and throughout 2022 up till now, I have been blasting this song on repeat so much. Like it's ridiculous. You know, I know all the words of a 10-minute song. I don't know why, but just it being a 10-minute really tragic song just makes it even better for me, and for that reason it's S tier. And again, that line, because there we are again in the middle of the night, it's just iconic, it's brilliant. But again, I can't really describe to you why the 10-minute version is so much better than the 5-minute version. Maybe you guys feel it too. I hope I'm not the only one. Next we have Better Man, Sometimes in the Middle of the Night. Honestly, out of all of the Vault tracks, I love the Vault tracks from Fearless. I thought Mr. Perfectly Fine, We Were Happy, amazing. I love the Vault tracks from Red. I think The Very First Night is a great song. Run with Ed Sheeran I really like. Of course, All Too Well 10-minute version. But none of them, not even a single Vault song, ever stood out to me as much as Better Man. I don't know what it was, because originally I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but then I started listening to it again, and I think I'm obsessed with it. I think I'm literally obsessed with it. I will not be surprised if in 2022, when Spotify releases its like most played songs, if Better Man isn't my most played song. I don't know what it is. I just absolutely love this song. And I hope you guys do too as well. It is incredible. So for that reason, this is the top of S tier. It's my favourite Vault track. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to be beaten by any of the other Vault tracks. At least, I mean, I hope it gets beaten, but it's a really hard one to beat. Next, we have Nothing New, another Vault track, but again, for me, I don't know why this Vault track never really landed for me. I still like it, but I'm never really going to go out of my way to listen to it. If it comes on, I'll have a good time with it. I like the collab. I think it's, you know, it's got some nice lyrics in. I know this is some people's favourite Vault track. For me, I've just never felt it. So I think it's going to go C tier. Obviously, if we were ranking like all of Taylor Swift's discography, it would probably be higher, but in this tier ranking, probably C tier. Like it's a decent song. Next we have You Are in Love, He Drives Coffee at Midnight. It's a good song. I really like it. It's definitely one of the weakest songs in 1989. I think we can all agree with that. But you know, it's a sweet song. I like it. I have a good time with it. B tier. That's all I'm gonna say. Next we have Style. Some people say the song's really overrated. I don't understand those people who say it's really overrated. I love this song. It was one of the first Taylor Swift songs where I ever thought, do you know what? Loving Taylor Swift would be so cool. And that was one of these songs that did that. Of course, we have the lyrics, Midnight, You Come and Pick Me Up. It's of course the beginning of the song. And to be honest, I do just think this song is so good. The chorus especially is brilliant. It's one of those songs, again, like You Belong With Me, where you can play it in public and everyone's gonna have a good time with it. And I really do hope on Taylor's version they have Style Taylor's version, but then they also have Style featuring Harry Styles Taylor's version, because that would just be everyone's dream. Can you imagine him singing a song about himself that Taylor Swift has written? It would be amazing. I just love this song. I think it's great. It's top A tier. Is it better than You Belong With Me? I don't know. That's a hard one. I think today I'm leaning more towards You Belong With Me, but tomorrow that might change. You know, they're interchangeable. Next we have Ready For It from Reputation. This is a great song. When I first heard it, I was more of a fan of the other Reputation singles than I was of this one. Look What You Made Me Do, I grew to really, really like. Delicate is my favourite Taylor Swift song, so Ready For It was never going to beat that. And then Call It What You Want, I also absolutely love. So out of all of the singles for Reputation, this one was my least favourite. However, over the years, I've grown to absolutely love it. And I'm going to say the lyrics in here actually help this one. The lyrics about the night. We, of course, have In the Middle of the Night in My Dreams. The whole kind of dark verses and all that sort of stuff, I'm not the biggest fan of. But the chorus, In the Middle of the Night in My Dreams, you can see the things we do. That is just amazing. I love the kind of shift in the song. I think the chorus is just so like really cool and written really well. And I will say that it's a great song. So end of A tier. Like, I love the chorus in it. Next we have New Year's Day. Now I know this is some people's favourite song off Reputation. I've never really been that huge of a fan of it. It's one of those songs where over time I've grown to like it, but it's never really just been that song that I always go to. I love Reputation. It's arguably my favourite album. That and Lover are kind of interchangeable because they're so different for me. But New Year's Day has never really been the one that I always go to. I will say, like, songs like One Step Forward, Three Steps Back by Olivia Rodrigo that use the chords and kind of similar melodies from New Year's Day, I think that song is incredible, which is ironic because I don't think that New Year's Day is really that amazing. We of course have the lyrics here, I Want Your Midnight. It's a nice song, it's a chill song, but compared to the rest of the album, it just seems a bit off to me. I feel like it would have been better on another album. I might have preferred it there. So for that reason, I'd say C tier, yeah. Next we have The Archer. Now, like I've just said there, Lover is arguably my favourite album. I love Lover and I love track 5s. So I'm gonna love The Archer. It is such a good song. The only thing that kind of lets me down this song is the bridge. I'm not really a fan of the bridge. In fact, I'm not really a fan of most of the bridges in Lover, but the chorus, just the vulnerability of the track 5. Of course, we have the lyrics, I Wake in the Night. I love this song. It's an incredible song. So for that reason, it's gonna go S tier. Next we have Daylight. Now this is interesting about the lyrics here because this is at the very end of the song where it's Taylor Swift kind of speaking about all of the stuff that she has to do with love. And of course we have the line, all the things that haunt me in the middle of the night. It's such a powerful moment at the end of Daylight, and I think Daylight itself is such a great kind of rounder off of Lover. And to be honest, if Taylor Swift was ever going to use a song that would round up just everything that she's ever written, I think it would be Daylight, and I think it would be this end to Daylight that she's put in. So for that reason, the lyrics has boosted this one up. I'd say top A tier. Like, it's a great song. I love it. Next we have The Last Great American Dynasty. This is again one of the ones where most people absolutely love it on Folklore. For me, I prefer other folklore songs, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because I'm not American, so I understand the lyrics, I just don't really connect to them that much. We of course have Staring Out at the Midnight Sea. It's a decent song, but I'm gonna say it's C tier. Like, it's decent, that's it. Next we have My Tears Ricochet, again a track 5, so usually I'd absolutely love it. I do really like this one, but I don't know why, it just doesn't give me the same vibe as like The Archer does, or White Horse, or All Too Well, you know, stuff like that. It doesn't give me the same vibe. I know lots of people think this is the most emotional track you can get. For me, it just isn't. But I do think the lyrics here, and When You Can't Sleep at Night, when she like really sings that out and you can feel the pain, that is an amazing moment. So for that reason, it's gonna go end of B tier. Next we have a Hoax. I really do like Hoax. I think it's a really interesting choice for the end of Folklore. And the lyrics, My Sleepless Night, it's a good song. I like it. It's one of those kind of like laid back songs that I put on if I'm ever just feeling in one of those moods where I'm like, I don't really know what's going to happen to me. If I ever feel that, I put on Hoax, and it makes me feel a bit better. So for that reason, it's probably going to go, it's not as good as the original too well, probably in the middle of the B tier. And finally we have Happiness, the only song on here from Evermore, and I think this is a great song, I'm not gonna lie. Of course we have the lyrics from The Dress I Wore at Midnight. It's a good song, I like it. I don't think it's as good as any of these A tier songs though. So for that reason, it's gonna go in the B tier. But anyway guys, that is my tier ranking of all the songs that mention midnight or sleeping in the night or anything to do with the night from all of Taylor Swift's songs in preparation for her brand new album, Midnights. Guys, let me know what you think of my ranking down below in the comment section. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Have I missed out any songs? Let me know all your thoughts down there. And what are you excited for about this brand new album? I am extremely excited. I cannot wait for it. But anyway guys, we've been here on Get Your Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.